When criminals face the police, many attempt to talk their way out of trouble. But what unfolds when they opt to flee from law enforcement instead? In this video, we'll delve into 5 gripping cases where suspects learned the tough lesson of why evading the cops is not the smart choice. Beginning with this young guy who dared to challenge an ex-Trackstar police officer.
Got the wrong person behind you today, boy.
The police started following a vehicle they thought might be carrying the people responsible for a recent violent attack. As soon as they signaled the car to stop, it became clear their suspicions were spot on. What followed was an incredibly intense chase. Suddenly, the chase took a wild turn, heading off the paved road. It seemed like the suspects had the upper hand with their off-road driving skills pulling ahead. But our resilient officers possess a crucial attribute: determination. By this point, they had nearly lost sight of the vehicle. As they reached a crucial intersection, they had to make a split-second decision on which exit to take. Looking left, they spotted several oddly parked cars and surmised they must have swerved to avoid the fleeing suspects. What began as a single chase transformed into 2 separate foot pursuits. Each officer was hot on the heels of a suspect, racing through unfamiliar terrain, leaping over fences and dashing through yards.
Stop, police! Stop, police! He's come back to the yard! He's come back to the yard! Turn around! Turn around! 7350. We don't want to catch you. Hey, you out there. These guys weren't done.
One suspect was swiftly apprehended, but things weren't going as smoothly for the second officer pursuing the passenger. Frantically communicating with their fellow officers.
Somewhere between the yards. Hey, what's that next street? Over.
I don't get your name, call out.
Who's ever right there, south of Park? It's right here. No shirt on.
They described the suspect as best they could, mentioning height, hair, and clothing. A tense cat-and-mouse game where criminals often try to alter their appearance to evade capture. In this case, the disguise didn't work quite as planned. It was pretty clear why the passenger had the suspect's shirt concealed in his pants.
Yeah, I'm trying to get beat up, man.
What beater? I had a shirt on.
I was with her. Hey, no, he wasn't. I gotta pump that shit. Stop moving. All right, stop moving. Stop. Hold on. That's why you got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. Hold your hands behind your back now. Let me go. Hold your hands.
But the most intriguing part. Watch how the driver reacted when he realized his friend was caught.
They got warrior! Can run like a bitch with my shit eye.
The driver faced charges of fleeing from the police with a vehicle and, due to probation, received a 6-month sentence in a correctional facility. As for the passenger, no charges against him. Neither of these guys charges of that attack. However, Shania Jones's situation tells a different story. A murder suspect found herself face-to-face with 2 lightning-fast cops inside a Walmart.
What do you say?
The chase was quick, and despite running even before any questions were asked, she adamantly claimed her innocence. Shania was swiftly escorted to a patrol car and read her Miranda rights. But hold on, the chase wasn't quite over yet. The police were alerted to another suspect still inside the store, attempting a daring escape.
She said, cover that door! Cover that door! Get on the ground! On the ground! On the ground now! Right now! On your belly! On your belly! Hands me on your back!
With precision, they cornered the second suspect, making it look surprisingly easy. Walter Robinson is ushered to a patrol car. Onlookers in the store might have assumed they were just dealing with petty shoplifters, but in reality, both individuals were charged with menacing by stalking. As for Shania, she's awaiting trial for murder after finally being captured. These chases highlight the exceptional training and fitness of some police officers, showcasing near-perfect execution in every step of the pursuit. This next story is, however, very astonishing. A suspect who not only managed to slip away from the police once, but not twice, but 3 times. Now let me introduce you to Larry Robinson Jr. Larry was spotted by the police outside a local bar and
was caught by like 3.
Allie, stop that Buick. No lights up on 3rd, it's Larry driving.
even though they knew he was suspended from driving and banned from entering any bars. They were in for a wild ride. When the patrol car attempted to pull Larry over, he decided to play a high-speed game of cat and mouse.
5827, Adam King Frank, 5827. The vehicle's taken off, southbound on 3rd.
Larry's getaway skills were impressive. He managed to evade the police in a daring escape through the busy streets, leaving the officers with no choice but to let him go, for the safety of innocent bystanders. Frustration mounted as the police realized they'd have to wait for another chance to catch Larry. But when that moment came, it turned out to be one of the most comical and bizarre police chases you'll ever witness. The police received a call about a disturbance, and there they found Larry and his friend. The officers wanted to have a chat with Larry. What followed was pure comedy.
Stop! 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 Stop right now! Stop! He's leaving out the alley on 7.
A further 4 more days, the cops get a third chance to catch Larry. What followed was hilarious and worst chase of all time.
We got a call here at the Old South about you guys yelling at someone, and
I'm not yelling at nobody. I'm not in my business.
Larry, I gotta talk to you, man.
That's not even my name, bro.
Come over here right now. You're being detained.
Oh, what?
I gotta talk to you. Come here. Come here. Stop, you're gonna get taken.
On the ground.
Get on the ground now. Stop now. Justine's running off the 5th, white shirt, black.
Larry, despite falling over twice, being tackled, and even tased, managed to stay on his feet and keep running. It was like a scene straight out of a movie. Finally, Larry headed towards his car and made yet another daring escape, despite all odds against him.
Stop, Larry. Hey, it's not doing it. Hey, stop.
He has nothing to do with the situation. Why are you guys targeting him?
The La Crosse police wouldn't hear from him for another month. But finally, after months, state police arrested him. He was facing a laundry list of charges, including felony fleeing, reckless endangerment, resisting arrest, and bail jumping. His bail was set at a whopping $10,000, and he is still awaiting for sentencing. Did you think this was the most intense case for now? Hold on. Picture this, folks. In May of 2021, a 30-year-old guy named Josie Crime is far more intense than our previous escape artist. It all began when Josie allegedly followed a child in a Walmart store. Now, that's a serious accusation. But here's where things get interesting. The child immediately ran to her mom and spilled the beans. She boldly confronted Josie, who made a quick exit. But guess what? 5 months later, the cops were hot on Josie's trail.
Does the name Josie ring a bell?
Yes.
Is he here?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta talk to him.
The police tracked Josie down at his job.
In May, we got a complaint from a parent and a young girl at the Walmart in Alaska that involved you. Anything ring a bell to that? Okay. Have you ever been at the Walmart where you got chased out of the store?
No.
No? Okay. So we've got video of you getting chased out of Walmart by a mom.
I doubt that.
Huh?
I don't
Okay.
The tension in the air is palpable as they begin questioning him. Take a look at Josie's body language. He seems pretty uneasy, doesn't he? He's trying to keep a poker face, but it's not working too well. The officer pulls out some hard evidence, but here's where it gets interesting.
Would you agree that this is you? No? Okay. Is this your truck?
Definitely not.
No? Is that something you've ever driven?
No, I don't even have a topper on my truck.
Okay.
I just sit in the cab.
You don't think that resembles you in the slightest? No?
I'm not going to agree to that.
When shown a picture of himself at the scene, Josie tries to keep his cool. However, when the topic of a Subway purchase comes up, things take a turn. Watch closely. Josie starts blinking rapidly when Subway's mentioned. He even pretends to be surprised when they mention his debit card being used.
Okay, so we reviewed video and watched the suspect of this whole thing prior to this incident with the juvenile was inside Subway, bought a sub sandwich. Huh? No? Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Dominic, you got taser? Stop! You stop! Stop! Get on the ground!
And just like that, the gig is up. Josie is caught red-handed, and the officer isn't buying any of his excuses. Now finally, let's dive into the unbelievable story of Anthony Gaines, a 30-year-old whose encounter with the police takes the term strange to a whole new level. When approached by the police, Gaines initially tries to play it cool, acting as if he's got nothing to hide. Little does he know these officers have his number. What happens next is pure police body cam gold.
I don't lie about anything I do. So when I call Renee, I'm like, man, Renee, man, your sons done took my phone. I put it charge.
So they actually did let you in to charge it?
No, it's right there on the outside of the house.
Oh, so you left it there?
I left right here. I didn't go that far. I just went like 2%.
Okay, I didn't know you charged on the outside on the porch.
Yeah,
but I got you now. I'm tracking.
I never went inside their house at all. Man. I never went and invaded their house at all. I would never.
Okay, so you left it there, came back and went there.
No, I can't. Yeah, right.
Right. Long story short.
Boom. Go charge my phone up. Set it on top of the grill. You can't. Look, set it on top of the grill. I go to the side of the house. They're on the chair on the side of the house. I sit right there. They was moving across the street. So it's sitting kind of corner where I can see the angle. You got these loud little midget ass dogs that bark at people. So I know when somebody come up, the dogs gonna start barking. So when the dog started barking, I'm looking. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Gotta be somebody over there. Cause I'm looking at the corner.
So you ain't got your phone, right?
No, they got my phone.
Okay. All right, let me get him. Y'all just hang tight. Let me get him a call real quick.
That's why I kept on calling Nate to try to get my phone back. She was on the way. I'm like, man.
So did they like take it and put it inside?
And they took, how you gonna get out the charger? They tried to say they don't got it.
How old are these kids? How old are these kids?
I don't.
About. It ain't got to be exact.
I don't know.
15, 12. About, okay. All right.
One of them, whoever the gay one is he sweet as hell. Whoever the sweet one is, he the oldest one. And then it's the oldest one.
Well, let me get him a call and see what's okay. Give him a call. All right.
Gaines spins a tale about leaving something outside a house, but his overly familiar demeanor raises suspicions.
Hey, come here real quick. Step out. Step out.
Yeah, I should just said, man.
I'm for to detain you right now. You're not arrested. You're not being under arrest.
No. Just until we find out everything that's going on. Didn't want to do it in front of them. I said I didn't want to do it in front of them.
Right.
That's why we're trying to.
You see what we're saying?
We'll just set you my vehicle just so your AC.
I didn't lock those.
Okay. Yeah, you won't.
He's not arrested. He's just being detained until we. Hey, let me grab his phone.
The cops already know there's a warrant out for his arrest, and they're not buying his story. The big reveal happens when the officer finds what looks like a ring case in Gaines' pocket. When opened, It contains some pretty incriminating evidence. Gaines tries to act clueless.
Where? Right there in that bag. Okay, all right. Make sure I get my money.
Where's your money at? In your book bag?
Yeah.
You opened this already?
What's up?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is when it's in your pocket, man. Just want to know.
Gaines decides to make a break for it, even though he's already in cuffs. He pulls out all the stops, making it seem like he's suffering and trying to frame the cops.
So I'm gonna get it. We got body cameras on. Scream all you want to. We got body cameras on.
Shock me! And nigga shock me!
Yeah. We've seen that before. Here, let's go.
Fast forward to later events, and Gaines finds himself in even deeper trouble with charges like murder, robbery, burglary, and more. The twists and turns in this saga are far from over, so there you have it, folks. Stay tuned for more intense stories.